Hi, I am Gwendolyn Alexis. I teach at Cal State Fullerton, and I also teach online for John Jay College of Criminal Justice in New York. So I'm in the history department there and African American Studies department at Cal State Fullerton. And what do I teach? Ask me what I don't teach. Um, I'm a historian. I teach U.S. history. I teach history of racism. I teach world history. I teach African American music appreciation. I've taught so many things. We would be here all morning with me just going on and on and on.
Well, thanks for
Yeah.
sharing a bit of what you teach. What are the key benefits of taking your class online, and how does it compare to the in-person learning experience?
Okay, first, I was an adult student. I got my undergrad in my 40s, late 40s, and my master's in my 50s. And I retired at 56 because I just wanted to be an adjunct. That was the next chapter in my life. So I took online classes because I worked. I worked. My mother was in the hospital. My aunt was in the hospital. I had three children. A whole bunch of stuff was going on. So online classes afforded me an education. And that's why it's so important to have face to face. I love face to face. I love it absolutely. But online is really important because not everybody can come to campus. It's a struggle out there. It really is. So I think both to have face to face, online is a perfect balance. Because I know I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for online classes.
How does the cohort model contribute to student success in an online learning environment?
Oh, I love the cohort model. And I feel like I'm whenever I teach, I am not just the professor. I'm a facilitator. I'm part of the cohort model. You need it because you need support. And when you go in a cohort, you have support from the beginning till graduation. I wish I had that when I was an undergrad because I felt lonely at times, especially online. And it wasn't like we have Discord, different things now, but I didn't know where to go. And if I had other students, I would reach out and I would feel like, okay, somebody's behind me, beside me. So yeah, that's why it's really important.
What key takeaways from your African American Studies course can students apply to their academic, professional, or personal lives?
Oh my gosh, I teach so many. But for HSS, I'm teaching African American music appreciation. And people say, well, what can I get from that? Each decade of our life, there's music, and the music represents something that is happening in society. So we start with African American spirituals. I started in ancient Africa, actually, and we come down and then we do the blues, we do jazz, we do R&B, and I even have students write a blues verse. And they just make me want to snap. They be writing those verses, and I'd be like, okay, snap. Music is the culture. Music is the politics. Music is living the life. And you get to learn about what other human beings are doing at that time. I can't think of a time through history where music wasn't important to what was happening at that time. Like we have, Ethel Waters, so many different people, Josephine Baker, she faced racism. So when, like Josephine Baker, we talk about the racism, then the students will do some research on what was happening in the 20s. And then we will discuss it. And I chat in the comments. So it's an online class, but I'm very close because I'll ask them questions, or if they say something, I'll send them a video link. So it's very personal.
And what advice would you give to students to succeed in your online class?
Reach out, contact me, let me know. If you fall behind, give me a text, give me an email. I work with you and try to keep up, but life gets in the way. We don't plan on things. Um, and if something happens, I understand. I was an adult student, as I said. I crashed and burned my last semester. I took 18 credits. My son was getting married. My mother was sick. and I just crashed and burned. And I notified the professor. She gave me an incomplete, and I'm here today. So all I want them to do is let me know. I understand. When I say I understand, I mean it. And that's success in my class and in other classes. Just try to stay on top of the assignments and due dates. That's success.